Bible recap time, y'all. So get this. So y'all know I'm reading in Judges, and man, I don't get us people of God. Like, how do we continue to run away from God? Okay, but this one is good. Jephthah. God called this man Jephthah. Now, Jephthah, let me tell you his story, because the the Bible stories, I just feel like, God, why do you put it like that? Anyways, okay. So Jephthah, right? He was a man of valor. So he was just that man. He was that dude. Like, he was him. And when his father passed away, his brothers pretty much was like, nigga, you gotta, ooh, they probably didn't say that word, but they was like, you gotta go. Like, your mama's a hoe. Your mama was a prostitute. You will have no inheritance with us. So he like, oh, I'm out. Jephthah got on. And where he went to land of Tob, then he was followed by a bunch of men, of worthless men. Now, mind you, in the beginning of the word, it said this was a man of valor. So that means this man had it going gone. So why would a bunch of worthless men surround him? And all I can think is that sometimes God sees things in us that other people don't see, that we don't even see. So we'll ended up drawing people that we feel were worthless. And he felt worthless because his peoples turned on him. All of a sudden, he not their brother because his mama was a prostitute. So depending on your history, you might be in a position where God sees something in you and he's calling you, but you feel worthless because your mama was a hoe and you don't know who your daddy is and you don't know who your peoples are. But that's okay, because it gets good. So Gilead and them, they went to Jephthah all of a sudden because now somebody was going to war against Israel. So they run to this man and they're like, yo, come on back. We need you to be our commander. Come forward. He's like, hold up. Didn't you send me away? Didn't you tell me you don't want no part of me? Why y'all want me to come fight now? And they was like, that's why we coming for you. Because we know you that man. And we need you to go fight our battle for us. And if you fight our battles, you'll be commander over us. And he's like, nah. Y'all lying. Y'all just saying that because y'all want me to come handle y'all business. And y'all afraid to do it by yourselves. So they're like, no, we promise we're going to tell. So he went there and he said it. So, of course, this how you know this guy had to be the guy. Because before this man that's how you know you can fight. That's how you know you that guy. Because if you send a message, you're like, bro, you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to go there? And that's what he was sending to these kings. Like, hold up now. Let's talk about this first before this get real. Now, I know y'all mad that we have this land and we took it from y'all peoples back then, but we only took it is because your peoples was trifling and God delivered them into our hands. We tried to be cool with them back then, but they didn't want no part. They didn't want to help us. They wouldn't even let us walk past their spot. We had to go around. And he tried to talk to all the kings and they ignored him. Like they gave him what he felt he was. He wasn't even worth their time. He wasn't. And he lived that. He was like, oh, okay. But God, the Spirit of God fell on Jephthah. And honey, when I tell you that man got on a good foot, him and him boys, they went to go get them kings. They was like, yo, what's up there? You know? So they go there and, but Jephthah, it wasn't enough for God to call him. It wasn't, it was like he still needed something to make him feel like he needed validation to be in the position he was in. When God calls you, you don't need to validate anything. What God tells you, that's what he tells you. Let it be that. But this man, his mouth has failed him once again. This man said, God, if you give me victory, God had already told him he was going to give him victory. I digress. The first thing that come out my house will be a sacrifice to you. Did they win? Do y'all think they won? Of course they won, because they had the one and true living God on their side. They won. And he goes home. I don't know who he thought or what he thought was going to come out. Maybe he thought a little goat or a dog was gonna come out of his house first. Because I don't know where they got these thumbs from back then, but his one and only daughter walked out that house, and it was over for her. He sacrificed her. Now, come on, y'all. He didn't kill her. She just couldn't get married. She was given to the Lord, y'all. Don't think too crazy. But all this time, he thought he wasn't worthy. He thought it wasn't enough for God just to say, this is who you are. This is what I'm going to allow you to do in my name's sake, for my people. He had to have a reason why. He had to say, God, it wasn't enough. He just didn't trust God's word. So I'm telling you today, trust God's word. Don't let your mouth get you in trouble. Don't make promises that's going to be difficult for you to fulfill. When God tells you he's going to send you to do something, just go. Just go. Just do it like Nike. I think that's where they probably got it from. But still, if God sends you to do something, don't you say, oh, I'm never going to do this sin again. Please don't do that. Don't do that, because you're going to set yourself up for failure. And like Brother Jephthah and now his daughter, no grandkids from her. She was the first nun. Y'all be blessed. Thank you, creation. Y'all take heed to that. You are worthy. And if God calling you, that means he sees something in you that even you can't see in you. And you got to get that in you, though. Speak that into your spirit.